The day passed in uneasy silence. Jungkook had been in meeting, leaving Yoo mostly in her room under the watch of maids and guards. Every tick of the clock made her chest feel tightened, her anxiety climbing as the sun dripped lower. When the door finally opened that afternoon, Jungkook stepped inside, his presence filling the space instantly. He wore a dark suit, his aura sharp, dangerous. His gaze lingered on her for a moment before he spoke. Tonight his voice was calm but commanding. At 7, we are hosting our wedding party. Every man who matters in this city will be there. Yu's throat dried, her lips parted, but no words came. The idea of standing in front of strangers, a mafia man's killer monster, terrified her. She lowered her gaze, but Jungkook's voice cut through her fear again. You will be my side, always. Without waiting for her response, he left the room, his footsteps echoed down the hall. As the evening arrived, Yoo sat before the mirror in her room. The head maid adjusted the sleeves of her gown, a deep red, the fabric clinching to her frame, glittering under the soft light. The moment she catch her reflection, her breath hitched. She hardly recognized herself, but fear clouded every inch of her beauty. His sharp eyes traveled over her from the sweep of her gown to the quarrel in her lips, something unreadable flickers in his expression, obsession, hunger, possession. You notice his gaze and her breath stopped. She quickly looked away, fear speaking in her chest. Her trembling fingers fixed her earrings as she whispered to herself, just survive the night, don't make him angry. The door cracked and her eyes darted up. Jungkook stood there dressed in taut black suit, his hair perfectly styled, his aura radiating raw dominance. For a long moment he simply stared. Jungkook moved closer, standing behind her. Their eyes met in the mirror, his dark gaze locking into hers. He leaned down slightly, his lips near her ear. Perfect, he murmured, his tone dangerous yet soft. Mine. Her heart pounding violently as he offered his hand. Without trembling fingers, she took it. The party was chaos, masked in elegance. The grand hall glittered in chandeliers, the air thick with smoke, liquor and power. Mafia bosses, underworld leaders and mafia men filled the room, their laurels echoing like thunder. You clinched to Jungkook's side, her body stiff, her gaze lowered. She could feel dozens of eyes on her, hunger curious, judging her. Hand shook beneath the table, but Jungkook noticed. Leaning close, he whispered, Brett, I am here. His hand covered her under the table, firm and possessive, but peace didn't last. One by one, men come to greet Jungkook, offering congratulations, sly remarks, handshakes, fill and respect and fear. Every time a mafia's gaze lingered too long on you, Jungkook's eyes narrowed, a silent warning. Anyone else? His voice was sharp, daring. No one moved. He leaned back, lighting a cigarette as if nothing had happened. Blood run cold, her body trembling beside him. But Jungkook couldn't sit forever. A group of men approached him, asking for a private meeting regarding territory negotiations. He stood, placing a hand on Yu's shoulder before leaving. Stay here, don't move, you are safe. His voice did little to comfort her as he disappeared into the shadow of another room. Minutes passed, then trouble arrived. A drunken guest stumbled towards her, his eyes glassy, his grin waked. He leaned too close, the stench of alcohol suffocating her. Pretty little bride, he slut, reaching for her wrist. Boss, leave you all alone. Maybe you need real company. You flinched back, tears welling instantly. Please don't let me go. Her please only encouraged him. His hand gripped her arm tightly, his lager gruel. Don't be shy, I like when they touch her again. The voice was icy, deadly. Jungkook stood behind him, his expressions pure death. The room went silent, every eye fixed on the Mafia King. The drunk man froze for half a second, but his grip didn't lose fast enough. Bang, bang, bang. 3 bullets, 3 cracks of thunder. The man collapsed, blood soaking into the polished floor. Jungkook stood over him, his gun smoke, his jaw clenched with unrestrained fury. You sobs broke loose her nails bucket as he strummed into Jungkook's chest, clenching into his suit, her tears soaking the fabric. For the first time, Jungkook froze. He hadn't expected it. The way she clutched him, desperate, terrified, yet seeking safety in his arms, slowly, almost casually, he wrapped his arm around her, holding her against him, his hands light up her back, steadying her trembling frame. "Shh," he murmured, his voice quieter now, softer than she had ever heard. "It's our. He will not touch you. No one will." Her sobs echoed in the hall, but no one dared move. No one dared breathe. They only watched as the merciless mafia king held his fragile wife like she was the only thing untouchable in his violent world. Later that night, Jungkook carried her out of the party himself. Her body was limp from crying, her head resting against his chest. In their bedroom, he carefully laid her on the bed, brushing her hair back from her tear-streaked face. For once, his eyes held no smirk, no mask of clarity, only something raw. He sat beside her under her breathing, studied until sleep finally claimed her, and as he watched her, he disappeared into the darkness. World no more else would ever hear. They can have my blood, they can take my empire, but no you, never you. The mansion was a prison made of gold. Every wall was flawless marble, every room filled with luxuries most could only dream of. Yet for you, it was suffocating, each day dirt into the next, under the constant watch of guards and the shadow of Jungkook's presence. Because once I lost everything, her borders fall, but tears still staining her cheeks. What do you mean? He finally looked at her. His eyes were not just dark, they were bleeding with something deeper, pain. But tonight felt different. The air in their room was heavy, charged. Jungkook sat in the armchair by the window, a glass of whiskey in one hand, the glow of his cigarette painting his face, flickers of orange. His gaze was lost, something in the night beyond the glass darker than usual. I was 14 when my parents were killed. They burned alive in front of me. I swear I did never care for anyone again because caring makes you weak. But then his voice cracked for a fraction of a second before the regained control. Then I saw you and suddenly weakness didn't matter anymore. I wanted you, needed you. You are the best thing that feels real. He sat beside her until her breathing steadied, until sleep finally claimed her, and as he watched her, he whispered into the darkness, words no more else will never. They can have my blood, they can take my empire, but not you, never you. Your lips parted, her chest tightened with a mixture of fear and something unnameable. His confession didn't soften him, it's only his obsession more terrifying, but she couldn't say not here, not with him. That night when Jungkook finally retreated to the shower, she sighed her chance, her hand shook violently as she slipped out of the room, her bare feet racing silently down the hall. She knew the layout now. She had studied every corner, every stair, every path when she thought no one was looking. This time she would make it. She had to. Her breath burned in her lungs as she reached the courtyard, the gates looming like salvation. Her trembling hands gripped the iron, pulling desperately, going somewhere. Her body froze. The voice was calm, deadly. He stood behind her, water still dripping from his hair, his shirt unbuttoned carelessly, revealing the tattoo ink across his hair, chest, and arms. His expression was unreadable, but his eyes burned with betrayal. You stumped back, her body shaking. Please, I can't leave like this. I can't. He closed the distance in a second, his hand slamming against the gate beside her head, trapping her in place. His breath fanned across her face, hot and furious. You really think you can run from me? His voice low, a growl vibrating through her bones. Tears streamed down her cheeks, her voice breaking. I will never belong to you. For a moment, silence. Then his jaw clenched and something inside him snapped. His hand gripped her chin, tightening her face up to his. Then I will make you understand. Before she could protest, his lips crashed against hers. It was not gentle, it was not tender, it was fire and steel, raw and consuming. His kiss was powerful, punishing, filled with every ounce of obsession he had hidden inside. She whimpered against him, her feet beating weakly against his chest, but his hold only tightened, keeping her trapped. Her body stiffened, panic choking her, but somewhere beneath the terror another feeling sparked, a confusing, dangerous flutter she couldn't explain. His lips were rough, yet his hand on his cheek was almost trembling, betraying the storm inside him. When he finally pulled back, their breaths collided, heavy and uneven, his eyes searching hers, wild yet vulnerable for the first time. You think you hate me, he whispered, his thumb brushing the hair from her cheek, but your soul already knows you are mine. You have always been mine. You shook her hand, her sob returning, but her lips still burning from the force of his kiss. Her breath pounding so hard it hurt. Jungkook pressed his forehead to hers, his voice breaking into a rare fragility. I can kill the world for you, but I can't let you go. Don't make me lose you too. Tears fell faster, her small hands trembling again, his chest, fear, anger, and something she couldn't name tore her all at once. That night he carried her back to their bedroom, not with chains, but the visible grip of his obsession, and as she lay awake in the darkness, her lips still tingling, one truth crawled into her soul. She was trapped not just in his mansion, but in his obsession, and with every touch, every whispered promise of forever escape felt less possible than ever.